So, this is your eyeball. The human eye is a remarkable organ responsible for detecting light and converting it into electrical signals that the brain interprets as visual images. This video provides a brief overview of how the human eye works. If we enlarge the eye and look inside it, we can discover how that's done. Inside the eye are various structures working together to create an image the brain can understand. Among these are the cornea. Light enters the eye through the cornea, the transparent outer covering of the eye. The cornea helps to focus the light onto the retina, the lens directly below it, and the retina which lines the back of the eye. Pupil and iris. After passing through the cornea, light enters the pupil, the black circular opening in the center of the eye. The iris, the colored part of the eye, adjusts the size of the pupil to control the amount of light entering the eye. In bright conditions, the iris contracts to make the pupil smaller, and in dim conditions, it dilates to make the pupil larger. Lens. Behind the pupil is the lens, which further focuses the light onto the retina. The lens can change shape to help the eye focus on objects at different distances, a process called accommodation. Retina. The retina is a layer of tissue at the back of the eye that contains millions of light-sensitive cells called photoreceptors. There are two main types of photoreceptors: rods, which are sensitive to dim light and are responsible for night vision, and cones, which are responsible for color vision and detail in bright light. When light strikes the retina, it stimulates these photoreceptor cells. Optic nerve. The stimulated photoreceptor cells convert light into electrical signals, which are then transmitted through the optic nerve to the brain. The optic nerve carries these signals to the visual cortex in the brain, where they are interpreted as visual images. This dinosaur can help us understand how the eye captures images and then send them to the brain. First, the object light passes through the cornea, where it is bent or refracted onto the lens. As the light passes through the lens, it's bent a second time. Finally, it arrives at the retina where an image is formed. This double bending though has reversed the image and turned it upside down. If that was the end of the story, the world would always appear upside down. Fortunately, the image is turned right side up in the brain. Before that can happen, the image needs to travel as impulses along the optic and enter the brain's occipital lobe. When the image forms there, it regains its proper perspective. If the content looks good, please subscribe, like and share it with your friends.